Hey, what's up guys, and today I have another Minecraft prop for you. I know it's been a while since my last prop, kind of got out of it, but I'm back into making some more props. I have some planned, and today I have a very awesome one that makes your walls look like it got shot by skeletons. So as you can see, these are all Minecraft arrows in real life. But what's cool about it is it won't affect your wall in any way. I didn't drill into it, it just uses some sticky tack on the end of the arrows and a string to hold it up, but you can't see this string even on this video, which is pretty cool. And they're really hard to see with the naked eye, so yeah. So I have prepared a tutorial on how to do this in video form, and I hope you guys like it and maybe subscribe for more props. I love getting new subscribers and it encourages me to make more videos. So yeah, let's get straight into the tutorial. So for the materials, you're going to first need a 48-inch wooden dowel. These are really cheap. I got mine at Lowe's for 98 cents. Well, I got a couple of them actually, but yeah, they're really cheap and they work great. So the next thing you're going to need is a ruler, and then you're going to also need some just little random things: glue, scissors, a pencil, and you're also going to need very small nails that you can tie tackle around. So make sure the head is big enough so if you tie a knot around the nail, it won't fall off the head. And then you're also going to need, of course, paper for the fins of the arrows, and then blue sticky tack or whatever it's called. This will be to stick the front of your arrow onto the wall, and that'll keep it from moving around. You could maybe use tape, but blue sticky tack works the best, and you only need a little bit anyway. So yeah, now for the first step, we're going to go on right away. You're going to want to cut the 48-inch wooden dowel into 16-inch segments like. Alright, so for the fins, you're going to want to make two of these designs for each arrow. And basically what they are is a Y with, and basically, I looked in Minecraft. I had to go in-game and shoot an arrow to see what it looked like, and it was basically 4 blocks across, and then I don't know how many blocks down because it's a little different. It's a little longer downwards. But anyway, one block would be like right here, and that would be like an inch by an inch. As you can see over here, I have it like marked down an inch and then to the side an inch, and then of course across is 3 inches. Now for this little part right here, these sides are an inch, but this is 2.5 inches to fit this little spot right here, because this is where like it'll go on the dowel. So you actually cut out this part, which is 1/2 inch across and then 1.5 inches long, and then so you cut this little square out, and then you'll cut a little slit there so it can slide onto the arrow. But the difference with the other fins are you're going to do it the opposite way. So this part is going to be over here, and as you can see, you're going to cut out that part instead of cutting out right here. You're also going to cut a slit there, so it fits on the arrow perfectly and nice. And if you cut those right, it should look like these. As you can see, they're backwards and they have slits in them, so they'll actually be like this. I can fit them together. They'll look like that. And that's basically what the fin of a Minecraft arrow looks like. So let's go put these on the arrow and we'll see how to do that. Alright, so to put the fans on, you're going to need a little bit of just Elmer's glue, and also a toothpick can come in handy to get the glue under the little flaps or whatever you call it of the fins. These little things right here. So make sure you have the right end. This actually isn't the right one. Okay. You're going to want to put the one where the front isn't cut out, but the back is first. So you might have to tear it a little bit to make it fit around. That's fine. It won't matter later. And then pull it until you line up the edge with the end of the fin. You can also pull it a little bit more. It kind of helps the fins straighten out a bit, but it doesn't matter too much. So now get a little glue. Let's see here. Tricky little glue. Alright. Got a tiny bit. Now put it just under there. Make sure it's straight. And then just hold it there. It should stick. Now that's really the hardest part of gluing it, just getting that first one to get on there. And then put a little more on the back and make sure that sticks. So you have the first one done. Really quite simple actually. not very hard to do at all. So let's do the second one a tiny bit. This one's gonna go on just like the first one, except it's gonna be at an opposite angle. So as you can see, you got the little edges going. Doesn't really matter if they're off a little bit. You can't really get it perfect. I guess maybe if you use thicker paper, but doesn't really matter. It's really the fins are quite forgiving. They look good, really, no matter what. But now let's get a tiny bit more glue and put it right on the back right here. Hold that there, and that's basically it. That's your fin. Maybe oh, that little bit came off. Stupid. Maybe fold it a little bit, try and get a little bit straighter. Just some simple things. And there you go, that looks pretty good. And now you have one arrow that we're now going to stick in the wall, so let's go straight to that now. So this part is kind of hard to show, but I'll try and do my best. I won't be showing you like exactly how to set it up, but I'll give you the steps and you can just figure it out. So first, figure out a spot you're going to want. I just have a random spot picked out, but anyway, you're going to want to get your finished arrow and then put a tiny bit of sticky tack right on the front, and it kind of sticks to my fingers, but when you put it on the wall, it won't stick anymore. How cool is that? So next, get your fishing line and then make a little loop on the front, a little bigger than the dowel, because this will go around the dowel. It doesn't have to be tight, but that'll be what holds onto the dowel and hangs it up. It'll be on the end of the arrow, so where the fins are. So then measure the length. Then you're going to want to cut a length of string out, and that it's about from the length of the end of the fin. So set up your arrow on the wall, have somebody hold it, put the little loop around the end, and then stretch the string straight up to the ceiling and measure how high that is. And then when you have that height marked, you're going to want to tie it around the tiny nail. Then when you have that, put your nail in the ceiling, put the loop around the arrow, and then stick the front of the arrow to the wall. And if it all goes well, it should look like one of these two arrows up here. And as you can see, it looks perfectly like it's going straight into the wall. It looks really awesome. And now it looks like a skeleton just attacked your room. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me and I will respond as quick as I can. Now if you haven't subscribed yet, click that green button and you will be the first to see my newest video game props, which are coming out soon. Also, click the picture on the right to see one of my other Minecraft props, which is a fishing rod cat toy. Anyway, thanks again, and I'll see you guys next time.